Members of the House of Representatives on Wednesday spoke extensively on the successes recorded so far as Nigeria marks 25 years of unbroken democracy and legislature. The lawmakers took turns to reflect on the journey so far, with some applauding President Tinubu's successes and others deferring. The report.
Hunger, insecurity, and education topped the discussions, with many alluding to the present economic hardship as something not so cheerful, while others looked beyond the last 1 year and affirmed that the past quarter of a century of non-stop democratic rule has all the trappings of a nation moving towards greater heights.
We need to ensure that our democracy strengthens us enough to punish impunity, corruption, and political rascality at whatever level it comes. We've been discussing how to strengthen local governance. This is a task that must be done, and we can only do it under a democratic system like we have.
We still have a long way to go. There are several things that we have left unfulfilled. There are several areas that we need to fill the gap. And I believe that as a house of the people, this is a period for us to sit back, reminiscence where we are coming from, where we are today, and where we ought to be.
Democracy has given us, even in the past, when we had issue in this country where former President Yar'Adua died, we had this doctrine of necessity. That was democracy. Without democracy, there was no way such a thing could have happened. I think that for us as a country, we are grateful to God for giving us these 25 years of unbroken democracy.
On unbroken democracy that we are celebrating today, how has it translated to unbroken food security? How has it transferred and transformed into unbroken security in the nation? How has it transformed into unbroken access to education, access to healthcare? And we're talking about celebration of democracy. The democracy is government of the people, for the people, by the people. And it should actually change the lives of our people.
Meanwhile, the House of Representatives on Wednesday resolved to probe the recent sacking of over 600 staff members of the Central Bank of Nigeria. The resolution followed the adoption of a motion on urgent public importance moved by the member representing Karu, Kefi, Kokona Federal Constituency of Nasarawa State, Jonathan Bekwi. Recall that the Apex Bank last week anchored its decision to lay off some of its staff members on the need to reposition the bank for effective operation. Addressing the House, Bekwi noted that the CBN, as part of an extensive reform, has been downsizing the workforce, which has affected close to 600 employees, including directors and nearly all staff members in the governor's directorate being terminated. According to him, the recent downsizing by the Apex Bank has raised significant concerns and controversies among stakeholders in the country, including the affected employees, labor unions, and members of the public.
Terminating appointments arbitrarily will amount to killing the morale of junior staffs, not knowing what their own fates could be. Concerned that, considering the president's renewed hope agenda and the state of the economy right now, it will be extremely unprofessional to retrench over 600 families, especially where households rely on such persons for their daily livelihoods.
He lamented that those affected by the CBN's action are top-notch professionals whose skills may be lost to Europe and America, thus leaving Nigeria shortchanged.